So the next verse of T-Bone Walker's Strolling with Bones, he starts out with this lick. We've done this before. There's a horn part and a stop time before that. And then and for this part, check the tab and just listen to it. And he's just using those same notes in the first position blues box. But you know, again, if you're trying to play note for note what T-Bone's playing, it's hard. That's what I'm trying to do now, and then teach it too, and without the horns and without the back section. But I'm just trying to show you, what he's playing and how he's playing it. So this part, he starts out with this. Then he does this. I'll play it slow again. And then he winds up. Little variation. Instead of this, he's going to go and actually wind up on the second fret of the sixth, or the sixth fret of the second string. So it's 8-6 on the first string, 6th fret of the second string. And so that's the next verse. Let's try it one more time. So the stop. Pause long enough in between those, so it's more like this, where he does this. You got the timing in there. You gotta, wait for the song. So that is the next verse. We got one more to go, and 2 more solo verses to go. I thought there was just one more. As the next verse kicks off, there's the horns are playing. It's like a horn solo. And to start out, he plays this little fill lick that sounds something like this. And he plays that behind the horns in a supporting role. That's what I hear. I'm not sure if he's playing. He starts with this 6th fret of the first string, 8-6 on the second string, 8th fret of the third string, 6-7 on the third string. And I think he's going to get the 8th fret of the second string. And then 6-7 on the third string. So the whole lick. And then he's going to go. Which is really kind of neat. And he goes from playing behind the horns to taking over the song again. So it's not a clear solo verse, but he ends up kind of trades off with the horns, trades licks here. So the first one, then when the song goes to the 4, he's going to go. And I think that's what I hear. It's 1, so it's, and then he does it, whoops, twice on the 6th fret. So it's, let me just go through that. So he's going to slide 8-10 on the third string, and then get the 6th fret of the second string once, and then do it again, and get it twice. So it's like this. That's what I hear. So you got to pick pretty fast to get that. And then he's going to go into this. He does that, with the timing about 6 times. Then he's going to wrap up. Bend up on the third string, bring it down. 6th fret of the third string, 8th fret of the 4th string. So that whole section right there. He starts out, song stays on the 1. Then when it goes to the 4, it's to that point. So it's just a bend on the third string. So he's going to bend 6-8 on the third string, wind up on the 8th fret of the 4th string, and then again that finish. So there is the next verse of T-Bone Walker's Strolling with Bones. And we'll build up over the 1, another stop time, and when he gets to the 4, you're going to hear T-Bone play something like this. And that is the last solo verse of the song. So let's break that down. He's going to start off with a B diminished lick. So here's your B flat diminished. Here's your B flat chord. We're going to find the B flat on the 4th string at the 8th fret. We're going to make the diminished chord. If you know some T-Bone Walker stuff, you know this is one of his favorites. If you don't know this lick, I've got my first finger on the 8th fret of the 4th string. My second finger is on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. My third finger is on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and my pinky's on the 9th fret of the 1st string. And he's going to pick it, strum, I think he's downstroking and then bending up with the string. And he does it 6 times if you listen to it, keeping the time in. So the horns come and he comes over the 4. And then you got this. Another one of these single string runs. So it's 6, 8, 6 on the 1st string. And then 9, 8, 6 on the 2nd string. And he's going to go back to the bend on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So it's like this. And that's a cool lick. Bending up on the 2nd string. Getting the 2nd fret, 2nd string, 8th fret. And then getting the 6th fret of the 1st string. 6th fret of the 2nd string, 8, 6, 8 on the 3rd and 4th strings. So that whole lick. And that's where you end up. And then he's going to this. We've heard that before. So coming out of this. That's where he ends, the horns come in, and then we have the end of the song, which we'll talk about here in a minute. For T-Bone Walker's Strolling with Bones, at the beginning of the song, you heard him use chords to kick the whole thing off. He did this. Then the horns came in. At the end of the song, the horns play most of the end tag, and then T-Bone throws in a couple 9th chords with a little twist to it. And he starts with a B 9th, and he does something like this. Now, I didn't play that smoothly, but I don't know what he does here. He's got a 9th chord shape, so it's a first position 9th chord. So a B, first finger is on the 6th fret of the 5th string, second finger is on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, ring fingers on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and my pinky's on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So we've got this. And he picks from the 5th string down like this. But then he gets the 1st string. And I'm not sure how he does that. Does he just flatten out his pinky and get both the 2nd and 1st strings? That's kind of hard to do. Or does he just take his pinky over to the 1st string? So you're going from the 2nd string 7th fret to the 1st string 7th fret. So it's like this. Just moves it up, or down rather, and that's how he ends the tune. So one more time. That's kind of tough to play. It should be easy, but it's just to flatten that out. I think you flatten the whole finger out. There we go. And it's just another example of how T-Bone uses the chords creatively, simple 9th chords. So there you have all the verses for T-Bone Walker's Strolling with Bones. I don't know if I got everything right. The timing certainly isn't right. Just without a backing track and trying to memorize all that, it's hard for me to play it straight through when I'm trying to teach it note for note. But I think I got most of the licks, got them right. And so if you listen to the song and you want to figure it out, or if you want to use this song to learn a bunch of cool T-Bone Walker ideas, either way you're going to come out ahead. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. and I'm going to do a number of electric instrumentals, and I'll be back with my regular batch of lessons at the end of June. See you then.